of Nano. It is the 1st of November. It is NaNoWriMo. It is also my birthday month. My birthday is at the end of the month, is literally November 30th, which always makes it exciting to celebrate if I have one nano, because then I'm like, yay, I have one nano. And then if I haven't one nano, it's like, celebrate for myself. I'm sorry that I failed. So yeah, that's NaNoWriMo. Today was like, it wasn't really a busy day. I just feel like I did a bunch of stuff. So I did an unboxing for a thriller book box. I'm gonna have that video up on Friday, which is gonna be exciting. This is my very first time doing an unboxing. I honestly felt like such an influencer when they contacted me and were like, hey, can we send you this book box? And I was like, me? You want to send me the book box? And I was very confused, but of course I was like, yeah, for sure, I'm so excited about that. And it is a Black owned business, so that's really exciting too. So that will come in the future times. And what else do I got going on? Oh, I went and I got printouts of the art, the character art I did, to like see how it would look and to see if I could get it printed at my local printer and still like get like a good result. So these are, I cut them myself also. I cut this one badly. Lessons have been learned. The lesson learned is that if you put crop marks on your page to help you cut things, you can't cut off the crop marks first, because then you won't have anything to help you. So that was a lesson that I learned very, very quickly. But anyway, so I have those. I think they came out pretty good. I think the colors are a little bit darker than I expected, but I don't know that I dislike that. So anyway, I was getting that done because I'm thinking that for my pre-order, I think I will end up doing a fully international digital pre-order, and then I will do giveaways. And in the giveaways, I will like put things like the prints and like, I'm gonna get some bookmarks, and like I got some custom sticker. Should I show you a sneak peek of the sticker? I'm not good at I'm like good at keeping like publishing secrets, but like other stuff I'm like, whatever, I'll show you. Please keep in mind that I cut this one by accident, and so that's why it's on my water bottle, but that's the sticker. So I drew that myself in Procreate, and then I had some stickers made because I wanted to kind of see how it would come out, and I'm like, we're really happy with how they came out, actually. So I think those are going to be part of the giveaways, along with like a signed ARC or a signed final copy, whatever I have on hand. And so the giveaways will just be open to anyone. I think I might end up having to restrict to US and Canada just because of shipping. But the digital pre-order will be international. And I don't know when I'm going to launch that. I'm probably going to launch that much closer to the book release. So then I wouldn't panic about it now. If you're panicking about it, are you panicking about it? I also got a printout of my cover so that if I was in any panels or anything, I could like flash my cover. I realized this because I did the Redefining the Gothic panel with Farida, who's the author of Ace of Spades, which is coming out next year in June, the same month that I am out. I believe on the 1st though. I do not hold me to that. It might be the 10th. Anyway, the panel, I'll link to it over here. It was with a bunch of like amazing authors that I really admire, including Farida herself. And people were like, had their book, and I was like, oh crap, I probably should have had something. And so I bought this so that I could flash it until my ARCs come. So I don't know when my ARCs are gonna come because I just finished Past Pages. So I don't know when those are going to come. Am I going to talk about NaNoWriMo ever? Yes, I am. So this morning I woke up at 8 because my plan was that I would wake up early and I would do half of my nano word count. So my daily word count is 2,500 words for a 75,000 word goal. And so my plan is that I would do half of that, which is like, I think 1,250 words. So I do half of that in the morning, and then I would take a break, and then I do the other half like at evening sometime. So that's why I got up early. But then even though I was so nervous about starting, I sat down and I did escalating sprints. So I did a 5-minute sprint, and then I did a 10-minute sprint, then 15, then 20, and then I went back to 5. Excuse me, sorry. And then, I don't know, I just like wrote the whole time. And I just was like, I would finish a sprint and I would immediately want to keep going. So then I would just start another sprint right away. And I ended up banging out like 2,700 words right in the mornings. Like I was done at like 10 or like 9:45 rather. And I was just like done. And first day of Nano was done. And I was like, right, this is why I like writing in the morning. This is why I like that. So yeah, that was basically what I did. And yeah, that was my morning. And then I went and I got also some book covers, some like mini book covers printed out because I started watching Books with Chloe and also like journaling with Chloe, who I'll link before. And I noticed she did this thing where she like printed out book covers, like mini ones to put in her journal. So then I started one. This is for the rest of 2020. And I just like printed out these little, I don't have a printer, so I had to get that done at Staples, but I printed them out and then I put a little box underneath that I can fill in when I read them. So that's for the rest of 2020. And then I have ones for like 2021. And then I also did one for like books that I already own but haven't read yet to make sure that I'm reading books that I own. So that was all very exciting and I'm really excited to use that. And that was a very lengthy update about the beginning of Nano. So it's a good thing this vlog is only a week because apparently I'm talking a lot. So yeah, that was it. That was the first day of Nano. Things are going good. Today I went to Great Fry, aka Devasha's live stream in the morning at 9:30, and I wrote so much. I didn't actually intend to write as much as I did, but I wrote a lot. I wrote like 4,000, no, let me not lie. I wrote like 3,800, something ridiculous like that. But what I realized very quickly is that I think this book is actually going to be much shorter than I thought it was going to be for a first draft. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that because like every chapter I'm writing is basically 1,000 to 1,500 words right now. And I'm not sure if that's just because it's the first act or like what's going on. But the problem with that is that if I have like 30 chapters and all my chapters are like 1,000 words, then it stands that my book may end up being like 30,000 words and I might finish Nano at 30,000 words. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going because I think maybe in my middle where like stuff is beefier, I might end up having more chapters, something like that. Like it might end up working out that way. So I'm going to see how it goes. But either way, if it's shorter, then I'll end up finishing much faster. And then I can kind of like go through and assess and see where I could add more things and kind of do that and at least like round out Nano with like 50,000 or something. I don't know. Or maybe if I like am done, I'll just be done even if I haven't done like that huge word count goal that I expected. So that's day 2. Yeah, I'm low-key stressed about tomorrow, which is the American election, even though I'm in Canada because yeah, it's like a thing to stress about still. I know a lot of American people and also like things that happen in the US do affect Canada, and also I'm publishing in the US, so things that affect the US do affect me. But yeah, I don't know, it's stressful. It's stressful. It's stressful even if you don't live in the States. It's stressful. So yeah, that's my day 2 update. new update spot. I like finding new update spots. So writing update is day 4 of Nano. Right. I'm like, how would I tell what day of Nano it is? Why don't you use the days of the month, Liselle? So it's day 4 of Nano. Yesterday I was writing to Becca C. Smith's live stream, so it was like fairly late, and then there was, election stress, so then I didn't end up doing an update, but I did write, and I wrote this morning as well. So I don't know what the word count is going to be. I'm going to keep up the word count that I've been doing on a daily basis. I've been doing basically 2,500 words because I've been frequently writing over it, and it's not actually tiring because my writing speed is so much faster. I can do 2,500 words in an hour of writing. And so I'm keeping up with that pace, but it's just like, come November 15th, I'm not sure how things are gonna be. Like, come November 15th, I might be like, well, I'm done, and now I gotta figure out how to like go back and add words, because yeah, like a book, I need to have like a minimum 60,000 word book. Like, I'm not gonna get away with publishing a 50,000 of like 35. That's a novella. So that's where I'm at right now. The US election is still going on. That's stressful. I'm not going to talk about that too much, but I'm hoping for the best. And by hoping for the best, I mean I'm hoping Biden wins. So that's that on that. I'm somewhat whispering because my boyfriend is sleeping. I will make this louder in post. But it's the morning of the 6th. I am 3 chapters away from the midpoint, and I'm only really at like 15,000 words. So I can say with complete confidence that this book is going to be way too short. Way too short. And so what I thought was, and I talked about this earlier, that I would like just like go back in and I would just like revise and put more stuff in. But I've had an idea for a dark fantasy building off of my first book that I ever wrote, and I kind of want to find a way to work on that. So I may just like, once I finish with this book that will be way too short, I may just shift over to working on plotting and drafting that, and like in the rest of November, whatever's left, try and hit 50,000 working on that, or I'll just like switch over. I don't really know. This is a very weird NaNoWriMo situation for me. I never underwrite. Never. That's not my thing. The only time I underwrote was I wrote the first draft of Blood Like Magic, and it was 60,000 words. And to me, that was underwriting. That's the closest I've ever come to underwriting. The fact that this book will be like 30 to 40,000 words is wild. I do not write stuff that short. And I wanted to like go back in, but then it would just be like I would have to read it over and I would have to fix a bunch of stuff, and then I was like, I don't want to revise during NaNoWriMo. I only want to do new stuff during NaNoWriMo. And so it's gonna be so weird because I won't really win NaNoWriMo because my book will be so short. And with my dark fantasy, I don't just want to like jump in and start pantsing writing because it's gonna be too messy. Like, that's not what I want to do. So I guess I've become a nano rebel because I'm pretty much just doing whatever the F I want at this point. So yeah, I think that's gonna be my plan, because I'm definitely gonna be like, by November 15th, I'm gonna be done this book, essentially, because I'm keeping up with the same pace. And then the rest of the month, I'll start working on this dark fantasy, I guess. Yeah, I'm so excited about it. I really, really want to start working on it. Because yeah, I was watching all these K-pop videos yesterday. I was watching a bunch of EXO K-pop videos, and EXO has this song called Monster, and I was just like listening to it, and I was looking at the aesthetic of the music video, and I just like got a brainwave of how I could fix my first book. The very first book I wrote was about werewolves. It's not going to be about werewolves anymore, but I just had this huge brainwave of how to fix it, and I'm so excited about it now. And it's going to be really exciting. I will have to learn to write romance properly because I think I want to do a love triangle. So yeah, that's how things are going. Has been a week. I am somewhat whispering because my boyfriend is still sleeping, so I'm like trying to be quiet. But it has been a week, as you've seen from my celebratory cinnamon rolls. I'm very happy about how the election went. I think it's funny because as a Canadian, I think people would be like, oh, well, why would you care about the election? But for one thing, nobody likes to see a fascist win. I didn't want to see Boris win in the UK, and I didn't want to see Trump win in the US. But it's also, to me, like especially stressful because Canada is very, very close to the US, and things that happen there do really affect how our politics go over. When Trump first won, we had not one but two Trump wannabes try and get in, one English and one French, which they lost, thankfully. But that's the thing, like there's people in like provinces that will like fly Confederate flags, and you're like, what? They weren't even involved in that? But yes, they do stuff like that. And so things that happen in the US do have an effect on how our politics go over. And so Trump winning would have also emboldened fascists and racists, etc. in Canada. And then we could have also, not had a great result. But also I think it's a win for hope. I know people in the US that are affected by the terrible policies, that are affected by how poorly the coronavirus is being handled. I know people that are affected by that, and I want them to have a better leader. So that's why I carry, even though I'm Canadian. NaNoWriMo wise, what has been going on? So, funny story, I've hit the midpoint of my book. It's November 8th. And it's not like I hit the midpoint of 75,000 words. I've hit 20,000 words because my book is probably going to be 40,000 words. Way too short. So this is my plan. I had an idea for like a sort of dark academia book. And so I'm going to finish off my sci-fi thriller. I'm planning to be done that by November 20th. And then I'm going to take the next 10 days, maybe 9 days, to work on plotting out this new idea, and I'm going to count the words from the plotting. Maybe I'll write a synopsis or something if I like need more words, and I will count that, and I will try and hit 10,000 words on that. And so that way, I'll still like reach the 50,000 NaNoWriMo goal. It won't be the 75,000 that I set out to do in the beginning, but it'll still be the 50,000 to quote unquote win NaNoWriMo. And so then I can still feel like I am complete because I would just like, I could finish so super early. So my daily word count has gone down. It's like more like 1,600 words, more like the regular NaNoWriMo daily word count now, which is like nice because I can get that done in a timely amount of time. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna be going forward with Nano. So week 1 of Nano was high stress, not because of Nano, because of everything else, but it has ended very well. I feel full of hope, not only for politics reasons, but also for Nano, because I am really excited about this new dark academia project. And so I'm really excited to like finish my thriller and then move on to that, and then I kind of get to like do a fun 2 project thing. Like, I wasn't just blowing smoke out of my ass when I told you in those NaNoWriMo tips that you should just switch projects if you need to switch projects, because I'm doing that now. And this is such a weird Nano. To me, it is so descriptive of 2020 that this is like the weirdest Nano year that I've had. So yeah, that's how this week for NaNoWriMo went. And that's it for week 1 of NaNoWriMo. Thank you so much for writing. Thank you so much for watching this writing vlog. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And how was your first week of Nano? Comment below to share how your first week went. What was something you accomplished that you're really proud and happy about? I'm really proud and happy that I got halfway, even though it's too short. So whatever you're proud and happy about doing your first week of Nano, definitely share that in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!